This is the most mature audiences only shit you've ever heard.
All right, let's get right to it. You are listening to morning, afternoon, almost evening podcast right now on Patreon. Everybody on YouTube is going to get a clip. We're going to start this show talking about this really quickly, and I'm going to put it up as a video on YouTube, and then the rest of the podcast will continue here on Patreon. So don't worry. This is the only bit of wrestling I'm doing to start the show. Big announcement from Corey Graves and Carmella. They are starting their own podcast, everybody. They are starting their own podcast, much like a million other couples have done. I still think Me and My Wife's podcast of Till Death Do Us podcast is the best name ever. A lot of different people have jumped on with their wives, but Till Death Do Us podcast, still the best name. All these other cutesy names, they're all just cutesy crap. Now, I'm not saying Corey Graves and Carmella copied Me and My Wife. They have no idea who we are, so I'm just kidding. But I mean, you know, there's just so many couples podcasts that have been popping up lately. And I still think Till Death Do Us podcast is the best one. And I didn't even come up with that name, and I forget. I want to give credit to the JCS community member who came up with it, but I can't even think of it right now. I wish he'd hit me. Once he hits me up, I'd remember who it is. So I know who it is if they say it's them. But anyway, the cover art is nice, I guess. It's called Bear With Us. And I guess they're bears. They have bear hats on. Great cartoon work. Great artwork. Now, Maria Kanellis and Mike Kanellis, or rather Maria and Mike Bennett, have just started back up their podcast. So, I mean, I would definitely go give them a listen first before you dive into Corey and Carmella. And then maybe we can have some kind of, like, war podcast where you, like, rate on who's got the better one. I don't know. But there you have it. Are you guys excited for that? I don't know. Maybe you are, maybe you aren't. But you can listen to Me and My Wife's podcast on Patreon, Till Death Do Us podcast. All the episodes still available now. And potentially another one to be coming soon. That being said, tonight is Monetize This over on Corrupted Nation. Remember, that channel is demonetized, so you have to use Streamlabs if you want to donate tonight, because we can't do Super Chats because, as you guys know, we were taken out months ago following a video we did about Tommy NC 2010. So here's some other videos you might have missed. Subscribe, all that stuff. And if you want to listen to the rest of this podcast, I'm still going for another 10, 20, 30 minutes on Patreon. So come listen to the full show, guys, on Patreon. Anyway, for the rest of you patrons, here we go. So let's get into it. You guys have questions, and I'm going to answer these questions. And then I've got some things to say. Here's what I want to